In the meantime, let's pivot for a second. Let's talk about these tariffs. So, Trump has recently said that he's going to throw tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. And he was going to hold them accountable. And part of the reason was because China was letting fentanyl and drugs come into the country, while in addition to that, trying to circumvent tariffs by going through Mexico. They're saying that Mexico is letting a lot of illegal migrants over the border, and Canada is doing so also. And so this is a sentiment that goes behind that.
I want to get back to this now. President-elect Donald Trump announcing on day one he will impose a 25% tariff on all products out of Mexico and Canada. He says the tariff will remain in effect until the drugs and the migrants stop coming over both borders. Brian Yennis, West Palm Beach, Florida, the follow-up on this now. And Brian, good morning there.
Bill, good morning. Well, when you consider that about 80% of the goods exported from Mexico and Canada come to the United States, you can understand that these proposed tariffs threatened by President-elect Trump could very well have huge ripple effects and impacts on their economies. Last night, Trump posting on Truth Social that he would impose a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States from Mexico and Canada, and an additional 10% tariff on all products coming in from China on day one of his presidency. Trump posting, this tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. He went on to say, representatives of China told me that they would institute their maximum penalty, that of death, for any drug dealers caught doing this, but unfortunately they never followed through. And drugs are pouring into our country, mostly through Mexico, at levels never seen before. Now, these tariffs or taxes could have inflationary effects here in the U.S. They would primarily impact goods like oil, cars, and minerals from Canada, computers, cars, and agriculture from Mexico, machinery, furniture, and toys from China. Now,
All right. So essentially, um, also Mexico's president fired back. Claudia Scheinbaum and said that it's not going to be, this is not going to be good, and that we'll throw tariffs back at you. But one thing that has changed, and I'll actually go and find that out for you guys really quickly. One thing that has changed is that they're now saying that somehow, some way, the migrant caravan that was headed to the U.S. is no longer in existence. All of a sudden, um, now that Trump is threatening tariffs. So, what are y'all thoughts on tariffs? And I'm gonna go and look for that video where it says that the migrants is no longer coming over here, and they're looking to stop the migrants because of the threat of tariffs.
Do that shit.
Do that shit. Do that shit. Huh?
Do that shit. Fuck it, man. Like, we gotta do whatever we gotta do to stop these motherfuckers coming over here in droves like they've been coming.
But what
Do
what
it.
what is the effect on the middle
Oh
class
no.
and the lower class, and what effect does it have on them?
They get
Not
better
to,
jobs, more jobs guaranteed.
but in the meantime, I assume things are gonna be a little bit pricey.
I don't.
They pricey now.
Listen, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But
They pricey now. Like, what they gonna go up? Like $3, $4 more? Like, that's expected. We know this shit gonna have to hit the fan before it actually cools the room down. Like, if that makes sense to you. But in order for shit to get back to normal, things is gonna have to be problematic for a little bit longer, and probably more problematic than they actually are, for motherfuckers to get the message. That's just what I think. I don't know how all that shit works, but I got a feeling like shit is gonna have to get bad. Shit is gonna have to get bad, and you're gonna have to stand firm on not letting motherfuckers in until they just like, all right, well, we just gotta go back to normal. We gotta go back to normal. We ain't gonna send a whole bunch. We ain't gonna keep letting motherfuckers come through, and we gotta go. And the other countries just like we going back to normal. You just gotta stand firm on that shit. That's just what I think.
Carrie, thoughts?
I agree with Slimmy. I think that in order for a bunch of stuff to change, it's gonna be felt, and we're all, well, I can't say we all, but like people here are going to feel it. And I don't necessarily know of the best way to squeeze out what he's trying to squeeze out beyond this. So
So what? I get why he's doing it to Mexico and Canada because the migrants. Why is he doing it to China?
Well, a couple different reasons. The first reason why he's doing it to China is because we have a huge trade deficit with China, and that they benefit from shipping products over here, and we don't have the same leeway. That's number one. Number two, we're doing it because the majority of the fentanyl and the drugs that is ultimately hitting the streets in the United States of America is coming directly from China, which includes fentanyl. And so Trump is saying
Mm.
that y'all need to do a better job of stopping the flow of fentanyl over here to the United States of America. That's ultimately causing a lot of these deaths. That's number two. Number three, what China is trying to do is flood the United States of America with cheap products, uh, larger cheap products, not just the small stuff that you see at the grocery store, but they're trying to bring cars, BYD. They're building manufacturing facilities to try to basically flood the United States of America with cheap steel, cheap products, and larger things to basically kill off the auto industry and take jobs away from the United States of America. What they're doing and how they're doing it is that they're building manufacturing facilities over in Mexico. So what happens is it's almost like they have it to where they build all of the parts in China, they ship it to Mexico, and then they build assembly factories. So basically, all they're doing instead of shipping products directly overseas into the United States of America, now they're building assembly manufacturing plants inside of Mexico, and they shipping all of the parts they assemble in Mexico, and they ship it straight into the United States of America to avoid all of the tariffs that Trump had already imposed on China in the first place. So they were trying to go through Mexico in order to circumvent the tariffs that was being levied against them. And Trump is saying, nope, because we're going to tariff Mexico too. And so now China is saying, all right, we're going to stop building manufacturing facilities now that Trump won the presidency. So
So, well, now the next question is, are they really going to stop?
they already have. They've stopped building manufacturing facilities because Trump has already said that we are going to implement these tariffs. And you're not just going to flood the United States of America with cheap steel, cheap products, and kill American manufacturing and jobs.
Shit, I mean, was they really doing that? Ford is bad. they had some, they had some bad shit for a while. Some badass cars. But
They starting to already have problems over in Canada, so they fighting with in Canada. The legislators is fighting us, saying, "Hey, we don't want a trade war with the United States of America. We need to make some adjustments." And so, it's a lot of stuff that's really happening out here in these streets.
that's good.
So I like, for example, I'll show you one of the Canadian conservative members that's basically saying that we need to make some adjustments. Here, let me do it like this. I'll show you this one. This is immediate response over in Canada.
Pour les Canadiens. Évidemment, M. Trudeau
Oh, wait a
et Mme
Obviously,
minute.
Freeland
Mr.
n'étaient
Trudeau
pas prêts.
and Ms. Freeland were not ready,
Et il nous faut un plan.
Hold on, let me
and we
see
need
if
a
I can
plan.
find the right
Plan
one.
pour mettre le
Because he did
Canada.
it in both English and he did it in a different language too. So let me see if I can find that really quickly. Give me a second. Give me a second.
They speak French in Canada.
Yes.
Well, that's the first language.
Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second.
isn't it
Different
split?
parts.
I think it's.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
what you say,
split in different
Quentin?
parts. Yep.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll
When
find it
I
once
found out
again.
that shit was confusing to me too. I'm a
No, but I
Quakowski.
know
Yeah.
I know in Quebec. I know like Quebec, like it's like real, real French populated, bro, real French population there. But I didn't know it was like the
The
first language.
U.S. is responsible for $1.2 trillion of our trade. We trade almost twice as much with the Americans as we trade with the rest of the world combined. Trade with the U.S. is 40% of our economy. President Trump yesterday made an unjustified threat of a 25% tariff on our already weak and shrinking economy. Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland were surprised, amazingly. Everyone else knew something like this could be coming because President Trump had been talking about it for years on the campaign trail. Yet 20 days ago, Chrystia Freeland said, "Don't worry, Canada will be fine." Apparently, neither she nor Justin Trudeau were following what the incoming president was saying. Our economy is teetering on the brink of collapse, and now we face this renewed threat.
So, they dealing with a lot of stuff too. So I've been on top of all of this. I've been looking at everything from the Canadian side. I've been looking at everything from the Mexican side. I've been following China's responses and everything like that. People getting in line. Things they not just gonna continue to do what they're gonna do now. I'll show you this one also. There's been a recent break in an announcement from the Mexican side as far as what they're doing as far as the tariffs.
Trump promising to use tariffs as a way to force border reform and prevent drugs from flowing into America. He posted on Truth Social this, I'm quoting, "On January the 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming to the United States and its ridiculous open borders. This tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country." And with China, he will impose an additional 10% tariff on top of the tariffs he's already announced. It will continue until the fentanyl manufacturing in China stops and flowing it through Mexico stops. We've just received this from the president of Mexico. She says the migrant caravans are no longer arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border.
Gotcha, bitch.
Instant. That shit was instant.
Well, here's the other question that we have though, because if Trump is able to implement this and he's been strong on making sure that he does the things that's in the best interest of the American people, and he's also taking steps to prevent it, not just saying that we need more border patrol agents, but holding these companies holding these countries responsible for what they have flowing over into our borders. My real question then becomes, how culpable is the current administration in allowing for this stuff to come over here? And how are they benefiting from it? Because they already knew. It's not like they in the dark about it. They know what's coming over into this border. They know the countries that's flooding this stuff. They know there's drugs that's flooding over here from China. They know that Mexico is allowing for people to fly into Mexico and then walk straight over here into the American side. Why haven't this administration over this last 4 years actually did anything to stop the flow of this stuff into the country?
They didn't want to.
I don't know.
They didn't want to.
It had to be some monetary or power move for them to allow this to continue to happen.
Either they don't know, they don't show.
I knew you was gonna say that, or don't care about what's going on in the hood. But what's the benefit for the current administration to allow for stuff like this to continue to flow into our country?
Well, what I'm starting to think is, like, I don't know if y'all remember, but I have said it, like, I don't think they thought they was actually gonna win this election. So
okay, even if they don't, right? Let's assume that they thought that they was gonna win. What does it benefit the American people or them for them to continue to let that type of stuff flow into our country?
Well, I don't know if it would be happening like
Well,
that.
I would say more.
They knew they were going to be in office for 4 years. I mean, for another 4 years. They might have tried to implement some changes. I don't know.
I feel like liberals are more likely to be on drugs than Republicans. So that.
What?
and illegals are more likely. Well, I'm just saying, like, if they're on their drugs and they're voting for them, so let's keep them fed. Also,
but killing drugs like fentanyl is one of the most devastating drugs.
I know that, but most people can maintain it. You can't even get coke.
No.
I'm talking and you cut me off. I was fucking about to say some good shit. Fuck you.
You can't maintain Fetty Wap, bro. Like, you check out off that shit, bro. you check out.
I know
Yeah,
2 people who died from fentanyl
yeah, that junk
overdoses.
is no
Yeah,
joke.
you check out off Fetty Wap, bro. Like seriously,
I'm I'm I'm
ain't no
I'm,
main
I'm not
table off
I'm
that
not I'm
shit.
not a nigga. I don't know what Fetty Wap is. I don't know what that means.
Fentanyl. He's talking
Fentanyl is
about
just another way
fentanyl.
of saying it.
He's
Fentanyl.
talking about
I don't
fentanyl.
know. I'm just a normal African American. I don't know slang
Jesus
like that.
Christ.
Here we go. Here we
Fetty
go
Wap.
with the action.
That's fucking weird.
That's what they call it, man.
Quentin
Damn.
is transitioning over into his
Normal,
other
normal,
Here we
name.
normal,
go,
normal,
man.
normal human citizens don't talk like that. I would never go outside my house and say that off this panel. I would never say that in public.
So you wouldn't. So you don't. There's no name. So every time you refer to cigarettes, you call it tobacco smoke. You call 'em- like
Tobacco
you only.
smoke? No,
Anytime you refer to
is
weed,
cigarettes a
you
slang
call it
word?
marijuana. You
What is
call it
Fetty Wap?
marijuana.
Like,
We don't
did you hear
even
that in
know.
a
We
rap?
don't
Did
even
you
know
hear
the
that in a
real
rap
name.
song? Fetty Wap? Did you hear that in a rap song? Like, is that widely known that Fetty Wap is fentanyl? Like,
That 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 it's a rapper named Fetty Wap, man. So people started
so,
calling
okay, so
fentanyl
it's a rapper. So
Fetty
by and
Wap for
large,
short.
most normal people don't know what the fuck Fetty Wap is.
I've never heard that before, by the way.
You just liken Fetty Wap to cigarettes is not the same.
I didn't
The
liken
fuck?
it. I didn't liken it
You
to
said
that.
so you call
What
it
I'm
tobacco
asking you, if you
choke
would have been
chew? Like,
listening,
what the?
if you would have been listening, I asked you a question. I'm saying every time that you speak about certain type of drugs, you only call it by the original name. So weed, you only call it marijuana. I've heard you say weed before.
Hmm?
Nigga, Fetty Wap, nigga. What the fuck is a Fetty Wap, nigga? No one calls it Fetty Wap, nigga. That's some black nigga shit. What you talking about?
Quentin, you use the N word a lot, buddy.
I know, like it's stupid, and it hits hard when I say nigga. Shit, the fuck is a Fetty Wap? Like, you act like weed and marijuana isn't wildly. That's what it's called, weed or marijuana. No one's generally calling fentanyl Fetty Wap. I
Most
ain't
people
never
don't
heard
even
no
talk
motherfucker on
about. Most people
CNN
don't even.
say Fetty Wap as it pertains to fentanyl. What are you talking about? There's American slang that's taken and it's fine and it's accepted. Then there's fucking Fetty Wap, and that's just ghetto nigga shit. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Why is it that when Quentin goes into this rant where he's talking about black people, he goes extra into his voice like that?
It just I fucking hate I hate it.
And
Like
why does he do
shit.
that? Why does Quentin
That's why
do
I
that?
couldn't listen to the Q show last night. Fucking Ava's ghetto ass, loud as fuck.
I like Ava.
Shit. Huh?
Why
I
you
like
call her
What
Ava.
did you?
ghetto?
Cause she loud and just like get the like sit down, put your dick up.
Quentin, I
She
like Ava.
she wasn't
Okay.
loud when well, I didn't watch last night though, so I don't know. But
Ava's dope.
normally she ain't loud. Yeah.
No, there's nothing to fight back about. Like you either call it Fetty Wap or you don't, man. It's not like I talk about fentanyl every day. Like I don't understand. Like this
Ava's
shit was
dope.
is
Why does Quentin's voice turn into that when he's talking about
Turn
black
into
stuff?
what?
oh, you just start
Like
lashing out.
that. You start talking like this.
Yeah, it really
What are you
the
talking about? I
Oklahoma
sound
the Oklahoma
normal.
just
No, you
the
don't.
Oklahoma really
No,
get
you
the
don't.
cooking.
You
Like
throw some extra sauce on that. You throw extra sauce on it, Quentin, when you want to emphasize that you're talking about black stuff.
yeah.
I just generally speaking, I'm better than that, and I don't fuck with it.
You
Why
better
why
than
does
what?
your tone change
Colloquialism?
though?
Cause you need to know that I'm an elitist when it comes to you niggas. That's why.
No, fuck that, man. You still say weed, dog. You can't say weed and criticize somebody for saying Fetty Wap. You cannot do that.
This is black people shit.
Weed, man.
Everyone
Hold
knows.
on,
Everyone knows what weed
wait.
is. Everyone doesn't know what Fetty Wap
So
is.
wait a minute,
You
wait a
know what
minute,
weed is,
wait a
Carrie?
minute, wait a minute, wait
Carrie,
a
Carrie.
minute.
You know what weed is? Do you know what Fetty Wap is?
I thought he was talking about the rapper.
Yeah, but
That's why I'm quite sure that's why he called
No,
himself.
weed is
That's why he
Wiley
called
and
himself
weed
no,
that.
marijuana.
Carrie is
Ain't
a
no
soccer
nigga.
mom. It's not the
Go
same
to
for her.
suburbs and say Fetty Wap, and they gonna look at you like you this fucking black guy. Get about my face.
No, they're gonna start singing Trap Queen because they actually buy the music more than black people. So what the fuck are you talking about, dog?
No one
They
knows what
buy
Fetty
the
Wap is
music.
when
They know who
you. No
Fetty
one
Wap
knows that
is.
Fetty Wap is fentanyl. That's stupid.
I
And the
knew what it
fact that
was. I knew what it was
the fact that
immediately.
you're 10 toes yelling about it is actually ridiculous.
I knew what it was immediately.
After you just
Okay,
yelled,
okay, you know everything. That's stupid.
after you was
And
just
you're
screaming.
likening someone using the word Fetty Wap to someone using the word weed. It's dumb as fuck.
You're missing the point, as usual.
No, you don't have a point. It's dumb.
No, you're missing the point.
Make a better point. Make it better.
You're completely missing the point.
Your point is irrelevant.
No, it's not.
Irrelevant.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
You're saying
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
use colloquialism when you want to, but when someone else does it and you don't know what it
Okay,
is,
not
it's
the same.
irrelevant. That
Fetty
doesn't make
Wap.
sense.
Fetty Wap. No one says Fetty Wap but you niggas. That's it. You dumb black people. Everyone says weed. Everyone across the board. Nigga, from fucking China all the way to fucking to Russia. Everyone says weed. No one fucking says Fetty Wap.
Well, Fetty Wap is not weed.
It's fucking fentanyl. He said it means fentanyl, I guess. I ain't never heard that shit. That's just dumb as fuck.
It's just what people started calling it, man. Maybe that's why he called himself that. Who knows?
But I mean, to
People
be
just
fair
started calling
though,
it
but to
Fetty
be
Wap,
fair
dog.
though, most people don't say weed.
I don't know. I'm not
People
gonna
say all kind of stuff. They say gas. They say trees. They say marijuana. Like they say 1,000 different
They say
things.
all these normal words that are in the dictionary. Fetty Wap's not in the fucking dictionary. Weed is in the dictionary. Trees is in the dictionary. They're all you prove my point. All these words are in the dictionary. Fetty Wap's not in the fucking dictionary.
Fetty Wap is in prison for fentanyl. So who the dumb motherfucker now? That's why they started calling it that.
If
he not the reason that he came up with it.
Fetty Wap. You let Fetty Wap come. No, you can't.
Are you being this? Are you deliberately doing this, Quentin? Come on, bro.
The
Are you
fact that I'm
deliberately
in
doing
this
this, man?
beautiful home all by myself speaks volumes with my life.
Quentin, do you know what runts is?
Nope, never heard that. Nope.